Hello everybody, welcome back. As you can see on the screen, it finally looks different. I've actually finally taken a trade now. It was quite interesting, the trade that I actually took. I took the trade on the open and look, this is all about learning things, as I've talked about. I'm smiling as I say it, but it was heartbreaking at the time. I unfortunately had my contracts set to 1 instead of 5. So I had been looking at trading a full contract, went to micros, and I thought I'll trade 5 micros because it was going to be volatile. Forgot to change it over from 1 to 5. So I actually took this trade with 1 micro, and after I took the trade, I realized that it was only 1. So look, I said this on the feed today. It's really important when you're trading that instead of concentrating on some sort of negative, like, oh, I only made $10, or I only traded 1 contract, or I only made a small amount of money. You've got to concentrate on the positives, and the positives are, hey, there was a trade that came along, it did meet my criteria, I took it, I learnt something straight away. I actually I traded with the wrong number of contracts, and I got out way too early. So that was something that is a learning experience with doing this. I'm not only trading prop firms for the first time, but I'm also doing it live, which is extremely transparent. I'm on camera. You can see it here. I'm recording my trades. You can see very transparent my account numbers with everything on there. So there is a higher level of pressure, and I'm probably going to make a few mistakes as I get into this. But look, I was pretty happy with doing it. There was a really good trade on the Russell that I did not take. If I go to the chart here, this is what I looked at on the NASDAQ. This was it here on the open. It only lasted for a little bit, was pretty quick. Did go into profit straight away. And I was just looking at everything, and it was just very, very messy, very choppy beforehand. You can see the session after that. We've come down. I did look at 2 more trades. There was this one here that was just above purple, and there was this one here that was not above purple, so I couldn't take it. So that didn't meet the rules. I ummed and ahed on this one, didn't end up taking it, but as I said, still a positive. We have just got in, at the moment, we'll go to a larger term chart. This is where we are. We've had this downtrend throughout here, this downward momentum, and you can see on the way throughout here, when it was really, really clean all the way throughout here, this was a really nice downtrend. You can see this time, the second time that it's going down, it's actually not as clean. It's a lot more bunched together. It's a lot more volatile. And you tend to get that when someone clearly isn't in control on the downside. And it could mean that there could be a possibility of a turnaround. If I go to a 4-hour chart, we're right near this really significant level. We've done a lot of price on the downside. We may get some consolidation or maybe a little move to the upside over the next couple of days, but we are definitely downtrending. It's downtrending very strongly. So any sort of long trades like I took tonight would be a trade against the trend. But that was pretty positive. I also looked at the Russell on the open as well. And if we just go back to, I'll go back to the 1-minute chart because that's where it was. All over the place here. Where was it? On the open there, which was, again, this one here. So that was on the open. It was above purple after a pullback bar that stood out. We had the same sort of thing with, excuse me, I've still got a cough, these ones here as well. So this is where we are right now. We've had this move. We're just getting a little bit of a move to the upside now, but if you go to the 5-minute chart on all these, we've done this move. We're now consolidating. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Look, the positive is it finally looks different. It's green. We're working on building things. That's just the first tiny little step, but the steps forward are important, and you've got to acknowledge that they're small steps, and while it is a small step, it's still a small step forward. I'm happy that the trade that I took, I stuck to my rules, so it wasn't a guess, and that's what you've just got to do. You just got to keep putting yourself out there, stick to the criteria that you've got, and if you do that, then everything will take care of itself. So let's see how we go. We've still got a lot to go in the week, and there are some really good times coming up. We're really getting some movements in the market. You can see how significant they are. Things can happen really quickly with trading, so just be positive, keep pushing, and thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. So please like and subscribe. I'm on YouTube every night for the first few hours of the opening of the market. So come watch me trade live. Now we've taken something. Hopefully there's a lot more to come. Thanks for watching.